points earned on it. And it's going to be up to that Torque bow hill. If it goes to Torque, actually. Again, nobody wants to do anything stupid in this match. Nobody wants to be overly aggressive. And nobody wants to be hesitant either, so they're just going to kind of feel each out for those weaknesses and advantages.
Yeah, that first hill is sometimes brutal to watch, but something tells me Infinity, I'm going to actually say the opposite. I'm going to say a four one-shot strategy from Infinity. No ink grenades grabbed, no instants. They're going to go for a quick cap. Strangulate's going to team kill. Looks like we might have a back out here as they're all team killing. Swaps are wrong. No, swaps are correct. Oh, there's a one-shot over at, there was a one-shot. Oh, that actually is very unfortunate. So there was a one-shot over at where the long shot is supposed to spawn. Obviously, the swaps just changed up. Synergy doing a good job. That was the sportsmanship, letting them know for Infinity.
That's terrible, though. Like that was supposed to be a surprise rush, and well, they got a preview. They got a 20-second preview of what it was going through Infinity's mind. That's a terrible error.
Yeah, big error. Not only that, but also because they just showed the entire strategy. So I'm not sure if anyone on Synergy was doing some scouting ahead. It looked like most of them were team killing. But if they were, or if they're watching the stream, which I hope they're not, I should stop talking, they know exactly what Infinity's going to do here, which I'm not going to say on stream, just in case they are watching.
Yeah, well, yeah, no, it's all good. Standard procedure right in the beginning, you know.
Right. All right. Looks like we're waiting for me to spectate. I apologize.
I've been yelled at for that so much. I'm on autopilot now.
Yeah, you've gotten good at it.
Man, all that let's get into this Drydock. Oh, swap is bad. Swap is bad.
People keep talking about the map overviews. We're gonna show you guys one more time in case you missed the map overview. You got Drydock King of the Hill coming up, guys. Of course, it is first to 210 points win. So all you got to do is capture the hill. You can then leave the hill, and it is not broken until a member of the other team enters the hill. A point is gathered per second of capturing the hill. First 210 points wins. Of course, you have the frag grenades under the bridge, which gives you a key opportunity for pushing. Drydock is known for having some pretty big callouts. You got the Tiki Hut, you got the Blue Crate, some very specific callouts. You'll hear Jason and I using those callouts throughout the match. So if you are new to competitive Gears of War, and if you are new to watching King of the Hill in Gears of War, we'll be sure to offer some help along the way, as we're going to see the same exact strategy from Infinity. They're going to run the 4 long shot strat again. Except Synergy reads it. Synergy actually recognized they're not sending any over, and they decided to run a 2 nade strategy.
Ooh. What? This is unfortunate. I mean, it's fortunate and unfortunate. I would have rather seen a blind strategy like reach each other, but hey, just trying to look at the map here. Like it's kind of all over the place. This is not what we're used to seeing. Definitely not what we're used to seeing.
Oh, and explosive with a huge play on Atmo. He's going to take out Atmo, which gives them a 4 versus 3 power play here. They have a man advantage. That is huge right now. They need to take advantage of that, and they're going to do exactly that as they're capturing the hill. The first points are going to be taken by Synergy here, as Flames goes for the back A, but he misses the back A. That is one of the hardest shots in the game to hit, and unfortunately did not connect there for him, as an Atmo is going to spawn Blue Crate, and he's going to get some good crosses here. Synergy in a very bad spot, but guess what, Jason? They're racking up point after point after point.
It almost doesn't matter as long as they keep him off the hill. Now it's more of a ground war than it is actually kills and disadvantages. Like with the way the spawns are, especially on this ring, you expect to see they're not going to spawn right behind the ring. So you have some time to recuperate from damage and whatever you're doing.
Like I said, heads up play by Atmo there, flanking mid-bridge and taking torque control, guys. Once again, if you are new to Gears of War or an aspiring competitive Gears of War player, torque bow control is so crucial on King of the Hill Drydock. Essentially, it's a everlasting battle to see who gets torque control in addition to see who gets hill control. So despite the fact that Infinity has torque control, it's actually going to be Synergy that's going to be racking up the next 20 seconds. So you were wrong. It was not a stalemate. First hill. How about that? It never happens that way, but
let's go to Barbosa with the prediction. But in my defense, look, these two teams are going to be very irrational with each other. They're going to bring something a little different. They want to make sure that they get this. They don't want those bragging rights till next time, you know. And then let's go see this hill over by security trailer.
I'm on board with Yogurt right now. He's making some very, very clutch plays. Infinity's going to go for the power play Lancer Fire, which is going to work out really, really well for them. Nice job by Infinity. That is a well-known play that has existed since Hype 2, where you have both members are going to grab that slab and Lancer down that guy in the corner. Very well executed by Infinity. It is pretty tough to execute, and they made it look easy, as Explosive is also going to be down to their side of the map. So Infinity gaining control here. The next 60 seconds could be theirs if they can keep control of this hill.
I just don't think they're in like the greatest positions yet to hold this hill. 50 seconds. It's almost like they're ignoring it. Here comes Explosive. Okay, and Ribs with the surprise. Hey, I'm down here.
Oh, I gotta say, great job by Yogurt and Lava right there. They're gonna take out Atmo. Atmo was holding one-shot spawn. He was trying to corner them and keep them trapped at Tiki Hill, but Synergy, with what is one of the hardest hills to break, actually every hill's hard to break at this point in the game, is able to break that hill with ease with a nice double push from Torque and double push on to one-shot as well. And they're gonna time Flames out and force a 4 versus 3 power play for the next 15 seconds.
Actually, they're gonna probably sit on this one. They're not really forcing power play. I'm sure Infinity knows they're at a disadvantage, especially when they all spawn. So the security trailer is going to go in huge favor of Synergy, as we're looking for our next hill on the map, and that's going to head right on over to the blue box.
And guess who's there hiding? I think they have no idea that he's there. Wildebeest doing a great job staying sneaky. He's waiting for the perfect moment to Lancer, and he's going to get exactly that. He downs one. He's not going to finish the kill. He's actually flying for that kill right now. He's going to go for the meat. He grabs the meat shield, stays alive, and Wildebeest making plays right now for his team. He's finally going to get taken out by Yogurt.
That was great. He did what he could as a lone guy waiting for that hill. Great play by Wildebeest. And now we got Synergy kind of spending on the Atmo, just Lancering like this. I think they're getting comfortable with their Lancers now. Like, just, hey guys, you know what? Lancers work. Let's do it.
Here you go. The key play, all eyes are on Explosive right now as he's pushing Atmo in the spawn. He's going to get one good shot on Atmo, but Atmo's going to take him out. And I got to say, Jason, you are spot on. Wildebeest did exactly what he needed to do on that first hill, just staying alive as long as he can. And because he stayed alive and was annoying for 10 seconds, and he picked up a kill, Infinity was able to swarm and end up finishing and getting control of that hill. So that was a key moment in the game, guys. We'll definitely remember that one, as Infinity is looking to continue to dominate off this hill. They're trying to break out, actually.
That's really all it takes on this map. It's one of the bigger maps in Gears, or the expanse looks bigger, but essentially you can cross the map in 8 to 10 seconds, depending on where you spawn. And so if you can stay alive for... Oh, what just happened? Can we get an instant replay?
Ribs
I have no idea what you said. Did you see that?
I did. I had it all on screen. Ribs with the on-screen triple kill with the frag grenade, so perfectly placed. He threw his first one at the very bottom of the ramp to pick up lava as he was the scrap there. Second one was deep in the hill. He predicted perfectly where they were going to go, and guess what? That saved Infinity a potential of 25 to 30 points here. Great play right there by Ribs, and the next hill is looking to go Tiki. Infinity thinks it's going to go Tiki. Explosive is going to get taken out. And Flames is going to be down as well, actually. So Explosive is going to get revived. It's going to be Synergy with complete control of this next Tiki Hill. So this is going back and forth. I can't predict anything about this match, Jason.
No, dude, it's such a good match. And you know what? This is very, very different from the domination that we used to see from Synergy on Drydock back in the day. Back in the day being maybe a year and a half ago. But this is... like, the domination just isn't there. This is such a great back and forth right now. And I was saying earlier, when you have great players playing against each other, essentially one of the strategies is don't let them set up. And so the match becomes a little bit more chaotic, where we're not seeing setups and like, stable positioning. It's all just kind of like a scramble with the guys that are available.
I'm on board with Ribs right now with the torque bow in his hand. He's looking to make a play with that torque. He could have hit that one, but he's actually going to get under so much heavy pressure from the side that he's not able to hit it. Guys, using the torque bow in competitive play is a lot harder than it is in matchmaking, as you're playing against some of the best players with the best movement and the best teamwork. But he is going to be able to revive his teammate, and then we're going to see a big 2 versus 3 fight.
Ribs.
Not much they can do here. Ribs is going to try and take out one if he can. And his movement is just on point, but he's going to get taken out. Not much you can do. And look, expect Synergy to break out here. They got the hill control. They have 2 dead, and now they're going to try and break out and get control of the rest of the map here, as Atmo is going to go down as well. Smart play by Synergy, because everyone knows that the next hill is going to be on Torquebow side.
Side note, strangulate, Y-buttoned Ribs. A good 5-6 punches, leisurely. Yeah, right in the middle of the match.
Big fight for Torquebow right now. This is crucial. Nice shot by Flames, avoiding the mantle kick, but he needs to get some shots off if he can. He goes for a mantle kick, avoiding his own. He's going to connect with it. Wildebeest picks off one in a 2 versus 3. Wildebeest and Flames, the duo. Are they going to come out on top in a 2v3? Yes, they are. Huge plays from the duo right there, staying alive and controlling the hill.
You got to smile when you see them do that.
You gotta smile. It's so hard to do.
You gotta smile when you see them do that. I'm just kind of happy that that still works for them. Like, it does work for them. Not that it still does, it's just something that works. All right, let's take a look at the overhead map here, and as we see like a bit of a scattered, both teams are a little scattered trying to approach this hill, so I think that's in favor of Infinity as they're going to kind of rack up points on this hill. Not going to be really contested. I mean, you have Flames and you have Atmo on the hill. Good control, Lancers out. Wildebeest is protecting that ramp down there. What'd you see? What'd you see?
Lava with the sniper on mid-bridge, almost got head. He's going to drop that sniper and he's going to push mid instead. Big fight about to go down for Torquebo here. Nice job by Explosive. He's going to get the mantle kick as well. Explosive with a huge double kill right there.
Oh, I thought his teammate almost was. I was
almost
totally
a team kill
expecting a team kill. Yeah, it was like prime, you know. Woo.
So the rest of the Torquebo Hill is going to go to Synergy, and we're going to see about 180 to 129. So it's going to be a pretty tough comeback for Infinity. But if anyone can do it, it's this Infinity squad who is definitely on fire right now, playing very, very well. And Ribs is going to get taken out by a Torquebo. He had to know that Explosive was going to put that next to him. Next hill is going to be on mid. That kill was huge. I don't know, Ribs got a short spawn, so he's going to be right back in the action. Oh my goodness, that pistol!
They're coming from Wildy. Wildy's got one of the best triggers in the game.
Always has, too.
Down.
Gears 2 as well.
Always had one of the best triggers in the game.
We're going to see a hill cap here. I think that is Atmo. Yeah, no, it's actually Ribs is going to get taken out, and you don't see this mid-bridge hill get points for that long. And of course, as I say that, Flames is going to push mid and get a double kill. Or, sorry, one kill. Wildebeest push is going to take out one more. Big fights right there. Wildebeest going off with the double kill, but he is downed. And it's going to be Yogurt versus Flames in a 1v1. Meat Shield's going to be grabbed by Yogurt.
Oh. Dude, I thought since he missed, he was actually going to get his teammate back. Flames versus Explosive. Flames going to win that exchange right there. Couldn't really time him out. Going to go for the hill now. He couldn't really. He did.
They're going to get a time. You have Explosive and Yogurt are both timed. So that is a 4 versus 2 power play right now for Infinity. I've been watching way too much hockey. Power play in the sense that they have a man advantage, of course.
Turning Canadian over
Yeah,
there.
turning Canadian. But here we go. Explosive and Yogurt are going to spawn. Here's a big push about to go down. 80-point differential right now. Yogurt's going to push. The key player right now is Yogurt against Wildebeest, and he's going to trade with Wildebeest. That was a win right there, I would say, for Yogurt, as Ribs is going to get flushed out of that back area. No, he is not. Ribs is able to hold it down, and they're going to get the rest this time. Nice shot by Flames.
You missed Flames. Flames was just Lancered 2 members of Synergy by himself approaching the mid-bridge point. Not a problem, and Meat shielded the next guy. So Flames is definitely doing work for Infinity, and if they have the next 10 seconds on this, this is also putting them in winning position for this next hill.
Yeah, that is a very good point. This hill is giving them control for the next hill, which is going to be going bottom crates. We saw the hill rotate to mid-bridge before it rotated to bottom crates, which does not happen often. We're going to go for a quick cap here, but there's going to be an ink grenade and a frag grenade in the hill. That is crucial. Synergy with a potential break of this hill right now would be huge in a momentum shift. Wildebeest needs to make a play right now, and he's going to get taken out because the frag was right behind him. So the frag grenades ended up, and we said it in the map overview, the frag grenades ended up being the X factor in this game, but Flames is going to pick up a snipe headshot on Strangulate, who is capping the hill, so they're not going to be able to get a capture.
It's not over yet. It's not over yet. Synergy's going to be able to capture this hill right now. Infinity is respawning by the banner, by the one shot up top, and I just need to see where they're headed. I mean, what?
They're trying to push Strangulate. Strangulate's by himself, so they're trying to isolate the odd man out, but you got to question that because there's such little time.
They don't have time.
And Strangulate's going to somehow stay alive and get a kill. And then some. He just stalled them for so long.
He did not have time to do that. Absolutely not. There's the break. There's the miracle break, though. Whoa! Wildebeest still there. This is really intense, folks, because there's still enough points on this hill. They've been knocked out. The respawn has already happened. They got 2 coming from Torque. They got 2 coming from the cog spawn right now. It's not looking good for Infinity. They need their team all to get there. Here comes the Lancer Fire, the angling out here on the point. Lava just, everybody's just Lancers out right now, but everybody's also crawling around on the ground. This is still anybody's game, as it's just that stream in is just pure brute force as they try to take this hill. Ribs is the only one left. His team is coming to reinforce him. Synergy is all knocked out. I'm looking at the overhead map right now to see where they spawn, and they're coming from the banner, which is on the other side of the map. They're gonna have to deal with 1 member from Infinity behind them, and there's still 20 seconds on this hill. This is looking really good for Infinity right now. Here they come down the ramp. If they could keep them off with those smoke grenades. Lava's coming in. There's that desperation push that you always see. They're not going to get it. It goes to Infinity.
What
on Drydock
just happened? Ladies and gentlemen, we just saw one of the most epic comebacks in Drydock King of the Hill we've ever seen in a live tournament. Infinity, when all hope seemed lost, they spawned Banner. We were questioning their decision to push Strangulate on Tiki side, and still, it was Ribs that flanked through the river, through frag grenades, ended up getting a double kill with the help of Wildebeest with the revive chain in the hill, and somehow Infinity was able to pull that one out of nowhere.
I was calling it. You heard me. I was like, why are they doing that? That's not what you need to do. And they still pulled it off.
Lesson learned.